Good morning, children. I am Mrs. Kavan and I am going to take your English conversation. So, children, in your last class you had studied, you had learnt about how to make a request or ask something from someone and how to respond to the request, the things we are asking from. There it is. Now, how you are going to make a request. So generally we say please. Generally we use this word please, right? Now it is not necessary. There are many other sentences here. There are many other ways how you can use without using please, right? But one thing is that when you are asking for something, you are requesting for something from someone, the tone, your way, your manner, your presentation of the flow of your voice, that is this thing, it should be polite. What it should be? The tone should be, it should be polite, right? If the tone or the manner of the asking thing is not sweet, sounding sweet, presentable, so it sounds rude. So so when you are requesting something, it should not be, there are certain things, flow should not be in your sentence. That is, number one, that is command, your demand, or order in your sentence, or attitude in your sentence, right? Now when the verbal sentence should be polite when you are asking, and at times or in certain situation you neither want to be very polite or very humble. So how you are going to put your request to that person, because you are not having a good relationship with that person. So how you will be putting? You can ask in a simple tone, like the way I am talking to you, the way I am, with no aggressiveness, no politeness, no humbling your words, your using melting words, है ना? So you can simply say, if you don't mind, can I get a glass of water? Yeah, if you don't mind, can I borrow your pen? Another phrase you can use, if possible, if you can lend me your pencil, right? Yeah, lend me your book, right? These are the words which you can use for requesting things. Now next is that how to respond. Now when you are responding, either it is in a very the words are very high tune, yeah, the words are very low tune. There are certain words like do you trust him? Do you have faith on that person? That, yeah, is he reliable? You can say, well, this is the correct answer. Question: is he reliable? Trust me, he is a reliable person. Now responding. Now it can be either in the pitch or either in the low tone. Pitching tone is when you are talking in a when you are using the phrase in the beginning of the sentence, yeah, and low tone is that when you are using at the end of the sentence, right? If I say there are certain words you might have studied, one is trust me, believe me, then is frankly speaking. On the whole, I want to say, on the whole, I want to conclude that English is an interesting subject. So on the whole, I trust on that word, right? Now So responding word like this thing in the beginning, which we use mostly is trust, yeah, believe, yeah, frankly speaking, yeah, surprisingly. These are the words which we use for this thing when we are responding. Yeah, if you say, if you don't want to give, lend the book. Suppose I am asking you your result. Did you get your result? And I'm trying to fiddle out from your bank. So what you will say? No, ma'am, I never got the result. So no, ma'am was a surprising and a high pitched tone. No in the beginning, right? So these are the ways to respond yourself when you are speaking to the request. Now children, suppose you are inside the class and you want to go out to drink water. So, and your class teacher is also inside the class. So what you will do to drink water, to go outside the class? Yes, you will go to the class teacher and you will ask, ma'am, can I go to drink water please? Right. So here what you are doing? You are asking permission. You are seeking permission from the class teacher to go outside the class to drink water. Suppose you are not well and your teacher is teaching you and you are having a severe headache. So, and you want to put your head down. So, what you will do? Before putting the head down, your head down, what you will do? You will ask the class teacher, teacher, whoever is present in the class, ma'am, can I put my head down? I am having a severe headache. So here the tone is humble, simple. I have not added please. I have made my tone simple in a request tone. So in a request tone, I am seeking permission, taking permission. So teacher will automatically, like what she will say, yes you can, child, put your head down. Right. So our lesson today we are going to study today is seeking permission. How to take permission, how to request permission, take permission to do whatever you want to do. So seeking here means to find or to search and permission means to ask. Right. Now let us see our book. Open your book to page number 19 and we will do some picture reading. Right. So open your book and see the picture to page number 19. Now look at this picture in page number 19. There is a man and there is a lady. Now these two people are having a conversation. Now the man is asking, would you mind if I leave a little early today? Now, so what here this gentleman is doing? He is seeking permission. Would you mind? Permission is taking. Would you mind if I leave a little early today? So the lady, she says, is there anything? Is there anything the matter? Well, my sister's wedding is being fixed this evening, and obviously we are going to have lots of guests. So I was wondering if you would go, if I would go an hour early and be a part of the occasion. So he gave the reason also. When you are taking permission, you give the reason also. So ma'am, what ma'am said? All right. I hope everything goes off well. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. This is a courtesy call, which you should always do whenever something is returned in your betterment. Right. So next again we see another picture. This is a train. It is a picture of a train. Inside the train, an old man is sitting and a young boy, small boy is sitting. Now this boy, he asks, excuse me to whom? This gentleman. Yes, is there a problem? Well, not a problem. You see, I am traveling alone for the first time. Then here this gentleman is asking, how may I help you? Now here he is responding to what this boy is seeking. Because he said, I am traveling alone for the first time. He is informing this gentleman that he is traveling for the first time. So this gentleman asks that how can he help you? So here he is responding to his request. Now in the next page the conversation continues. Well, my mother insisted that I should call her as soon as I wake up. My phone battery has run out of power. So I was wondering if I could make a call. I could make a call from your phone. The gentleman says, sure. I'm sure she'll start worrying if you don't call. Now when he is making a request, he gives he is making a request. Now here this boy is making a request. What request he is asking? To give his phone so that he can make a call to his mother. So he is advising, yes, if you don't, your mother will get worried. Now thank you very much. I was also wondering if I should pay for this call. Now he asks over here that whether he has to pay for the call which he has made through his phone. Well, you must help someone else next time you have an opportunity. So the gentleman, he gives he gives the permission to make a call, but in return what he said, that whenever anyone is in trouble, help them if he gets the opportunity, right? Now look at the picture, this picture. Now what does the picture says? Let's read it. Rashi, our school has the privilege to nominate 2 students for an all-paid trip to NASA in US in November month. I thought you should be one of the 2. I need your consent for this. Now here the principal is giving information to the student Rashi. Now Rashi replies, thank you ma'am. I feel proud and extremely happy. It is a rare privilege a student can ever think of. But I must talk to my father and get his consent as well. Would you mind if I gave my answer tomorrow? Now here she is happy, but what she is again going to ask information from her father. Now I'm sorry Rashi, I need to send 2 names by this evening, so I need an answer now. All right, do you mind if I use the phone to speak to my father? Go ahead. So here both of them are seeking permission from Rashi is seeking permission from her father, and ma'am is seeking permission to give the consent to go for the trip. Let us look at the next picture. What does it say? Now the gentleman is saying, I might announce that the meeting has been cancelled. Now the manager, like he says, wait for some time. Let everyone come in and then announce. Now here the gentleman is asking permission from his boss that it is time to announce that the meeting has been cancelled. Now the gentleman is seeking permission, and the manager, like the boss, is asking him to wait. Is responding here. What reason would you like me to offer? So here he is seeking permission from his boss. Now the boss is answering, well, I was wondering if you could just tell them the truth. Say that the report on which we were going to have the discussion is not yet ready. So this is the response of the seeking permission. Now, with your permission, may I brief them a bit on what is being written on this report? Well, sure. Well, why not? So here again you see this thing. These all pictures are depicting the whenever you want permission, seek permission, you have to request, and all the requests should be in a humble tone. So children, when you are seeking permission from any authorized person or stranger or any elder, or to your parents or your teachers, anyone who is elder to you, the way of asking, your tone should be polite. Now, as we had studied, like when we were reading the picture conversation, we came across some phrases. That first was, I was wondering if I could. Suppose you want to submit your report a little later, so you can ask in a humble tone, right? Would you mind if I left a little early? Now again here the tone was humble, polite, right? Might I announce that meeting has been cancelled, right? So here the employee is asking his manager, his boss, that might I announce. So again, if you see the tone, the way of speaking, the way words have been constructed in a sentence form is all polite, humble, and your work is smoothly done without any obstruction or without any hindrance or without any annoying someone. So what we have learned, when we take permission, your putting words should be humble, polite, right? Not aggressive, not impatient, not rude. So these are the points you have to keep in mind. And when you are amused, you want to show happiness in that sentence. So the tone will be rising. So such words, surprisingly, I was there. I was in that incident when the incident took place. So surprisingly, you excitedly you said. Mom says, when you enter the house, mom says, beta, what was your result? You said, you excitingly you say, Mom, I have done it. So, Mom, I have done it. That is a rising tone. From the tone, we come to know that it is a good news, happy news, And generally, the rising tone is generally applied in the beginning of the sentence. In the beginning of the sentence, you use it. And low tone means when a sentence which has a sad news, or you are gloomy, your work is not completed, or you are depressed, some sadness, your work is not completed, like that. So suppose your teacher says, Rohit, have you finished your work? So what do you say? Ma'am, frankly speaking, I have not done my work. So automatically your volume of the voice goes down. So that is a low tone. That means yes, you are sad that your work is not done and you might be getting punished from the teacher. So low tone is generally added at the last end of the sentence, right? The end of the sentence, it starts from a straight, the volume of the voice will be straight and then it will be deteriorating down, which shows that you are sad, you are desperate, you are gloomy, you are emotionally low, like that, right children? Now children, I have written some certain words, actually, basically, generally, essentially, on the whole. These are some words when somebody wants to correct somebody or interrupt somebody while they are speaking, or you want to politely refuse somebody, or you want to politely request somebody or offer somebody. So we can use these words, actually, basically, generally, essentially, on the whole. So suppose if somebody is talking and the conversation is very long, elaborated, and you want to cut short the conversation. So you interrupt and say, on the whole, you want to say that he does not want to come, instead of the whole dragging story which is making you also bored and annoying, and instead of the person making an effort to make you understand, he like, yes, this thing, the work is not completed and hence he is not coming. So what I do, like, I understand what basically this person is speaking. So I say, on the whole, you want to say that like you don't want to, he doesn't want to come. Yeah, he doesn't want to. You don't want to do the work. You can use the same gender. You can use certain essentially. Like suppose if I say actually, if I'm wanting to use actually, so again you can interrupt and say, actually you want to say that he is not coming, right? So these are the words, like you can use these words for the conversation. Now children, if you look at the page your book, page number 24, now there are certain dialogues and you have to speak in a correct tone for seeking permission, right? So number 1, it says student. Now student dash officially. Now let me show you directly in your video. We have to use the correct tones for seeking permission. Some phrases are given over here, so we have to attach to it. Student is speaking. Dash officially sent my photographs for the National Geographic Photography Competition. So we can write, we can say, I was wondering if I could officially send. So this is the correct phrase that we can add. Now teacher says, I think you should ask the principal. Now student, here he says, correct word which can be fit in over here for the conversation. Do you mind if I make the photocopy of 2 pages from this book? Office staff, certainly, go ahead. Now number 3, student is saying, would we have the next hour free if we finish our work soon? Teacher says, let's see. I am not promising anything. Student is saying again, may I borrow your laptop for a few hours? Another student says, sorry, as a rule, I do not lend my laptop to anyone. That is a polite way of refusing. Employee. 5, here what does it say? We can say, will you allow me to take leave on Monday? You are not aware of the holiday? Now, the 6th one, student, he is saying, if I were allowed to clarify my doubts on Saturday, the coaching center in charge says, generally we work only 5 days a week. Now, seventh one, will you allow me to use the science lab on weekends? I would benefit a lot. Principal says, we'll have to find out if the lab assistant is willing to come on weekends. So children, whatever like I read on page number 24, this paragraph, this was a speaking skill, how to talk. So go through it again and again, you will be able to utilize, right? And remember, while seeking permission, all you have to do is asking is that it is you are the thing, you are not obliging, but the other person is obliging on you. So to be obliged by the other person, you have to talk in a polite manner, right? Now here is a topic which you have to prepare, right? You have to prepare. That is a very common topic, use of cell phone in school. Say about 5 minutes. This is the speaking skill. Like this will develop how to speak in public. So prepare this topic. It is very common, and you can get some hints on page number 26. On page number 26, you will get the hints. Page number 26. All the hints are there. So you can prepare with the help of the hints. Use of cell phone in a school and reducing the burden of books. Right. Now this is all for the day, and I hope you must have understood, and you will also try to amplify while having conversation with your friend. Have a good day.